Welcome back, everybody. In our last video, we went over keyword types, and that was long tail and short tail keywords. In this video, we're going to be going over keyword match types, which is crucial to understand if you're setting up a pay-per-click marketing campaign. So in this video, we're just going to go over just a high level what match types are and what match types are available. And then in the next video, we're going to go into an in-depth breakdown of each match type and what that looks like for you guys, so you can get a full in-depth understanding. So a keyword match type dictates how your ads are triggered. So it takes a keyword that you have and it defines what variations of that keyword are going to trigger ads that you're trying to serve. And it basically, the essential understanding for a match type, keyword match type, is that you need to understand, Google needs to understand how far away from the original, from the keyword that you put into your ad group, you're willing to go. So if your keyword is men's boots, for instance, and you had broad match, that set up as a broad match keyword, that ad would also trigger for buy guys work boots or something like that. So how far you're willing to go away from your original keyword type. The next point you need to understand is there are 5 different match types available to you when you're setting up an AdWords campaign. And those match types are as follows. And take notes on this so that you understand them and you know what specific match type to look for if you want to go do additional research on your own after you've gone through all of this. And so you understand the terminology when we're going through this course, what we're talking about. The first one is exact match. Exact match, just to give you a brief description, we're not going to go in depth here, we're going to do that in the later videos, but exact match basically dictates to Google that you only want your ads to be shown, if the keyword you're targeting is men's boots, you want it to only be shown if somebody searches for men's boots, and that's it. That's called an exact match. User has to search for the exact phrase that you've bid on. The next one is phrase match. And a phrase match, it means that you're willing to show an ad, for instance, if you're bidding on the keyword men's boots. If the user types for where to find men's boots, then your ad will also trigger. And the reason for that is because the phrase men's boots is in that user search query. It will potentially also trigger for I hate men's boots if you don't have any negative match type set up. So we'll go into that and how to set your campaigns up properly so that you show for as many keywords as possible without showing for key phrases that aren't relevant to you. The next one is broad match. Broad match is a very dangerous match type to set your campaigns up under. And the reason for that, which we'll go into in much more depth in the next video series, but broad match basically says if your keyword that you're bidding on is men's boots, it could be something that is very far away. It means it'll show for synonyms, words that are similar to the keywords that you're searching for, and it basically just has to have those keywords in it. So someone could be searching for, I want to buy guys work boots in India, and your ad would show up under broad match. Notice the variation on men's to guys, or boys even, may show for that. Broad match modifier, which is something we're going to go over in depth. This is the way that I pretty much set up all of my campaigns. I use the broad match modifier. But a broad match modifier is very critical to understand if you're going to be setting up pay-per-click campaigns. And it basically dictates that you can use broad match, meaning the user search phrase could be put in any order, but when you add the modifier, it requires that those keywords are actually in the search phrase. The 5th type, which is important for you to understand, is negative keyword match types. And negative keyword match types dictate to Google that you want your ad to show for men's boots, and you do not want it to show for men's work boots. So you could put in there, as a negative keyword, work. If you don't offer any work boots, you obviously don't want your ads to be showing for work boots. So take notes on this. Make sure you write down all 5, or on your laptop, wherever you're taking notes, Write down all 5 of these match types, and we're going to go over them in this chronological order in the next video series, and we're going to go over them in depth and show you specific examples of how that would be set up and how you dictate to Google which match type you want to show.